I never thought I would have to make this video, but here we are. And hopefully, as you can see on my shirt, what we're talking about. So, I found out, I don't know when y'all found out, but I found out Easter after church about something that is referred to now as Holy Thursday Massacre. And so basically what was Holy Thursday Massacre? It was when a bunch of cops, idiot cops in idiot Florida, decided to go and pretty much, I believe they're a Tampa authority, pretty much went to a man who had a bunch of big snakes, pretty much threatened him with jail time and charges if he did not have his snakes euthanized because they were considered invasive and illegal. Now, this man was supposed to be grandfathered in back when these animals got banned, which means he was allowed to keep them for the rest of their lives, but he could not buy any new ones. He could not breed them. He could not sell them. His officer even told him that he could not sell the ones he had or give them away out of state. So this man, trying to obey the officers or trying to obey the rules, anyways, they pretty much said, look, we either euthanize your animals or pretty much you going to jail. Or, we'll take your animals and do with them as we please. Yada, yada, yada. Fast forward. Okay. He said okay, because he pretty much had no choice. And they went ahead to kill the invasive, and I put in quotation, the invasive and illegal animals, which were the Burmese pythons and the reticulated pythons. But, however, the idiot cops in idiot Florida, who supposedly read the cages as they were taking the snakes out to euthanize them, killed a totally legal boa constrictor, like my girl Morticia here. Again, totally legal. And the snake was not his, it was his friend's. So they murdered, slaughtered, killed an innocent man's pet boa. And guess what? That's not the killing part. She was pregnant with 32 babies. They just released the necropsy from the vet showing that there was one, a healthy snake, and two, she had healthy babies. She was going to give birth sooner than later. And they murdered all of them, 32 babies and a mom. So, mind you, Florida laws, Burmese and reticulators are banned, so I can't argue the euthanization of that, even though I slick can, but I'm not. But you murdered a perfectly good boa constrictor and her babies. The fact that those idiot cops could not tell the difference between a reticulated python, a Burmese python, and a boa constrictor, and the sign was on the cage. Not only was the sign on the cage telling them it was a boa constrictor, but the man himself, the man who owned the retics and the Burmese, showed them and told them, and this was all on videotape. The videotape's out there. Follow FWC Florida. I mean, not FWC, fuck FWC. Follow US Ark Florida. Follow US Ark Florida and US Ark. They're on YouTube, they're on Instagram, they're on Facebook. They've been posting everything since the beginning of this situation, including all the video clips. If you follow Nerd, Kevin McCurley, and Donnie, they also have body cam footage from the cops themselves on their YouTube page. So follow, and I'm going to put all these links in the description. Follow US Ark Florida. Follow US Ark. Follow Nerd, New England Reptiles, Kevin McCurley, because they did post the body cam footage from the idiot cops who killed an innocent boa constrictor and her babies. And the snake wasn't even the guy who was in trouble for the Burmese and the retics. They belonged to his friends. So another 2 men lost their animals, and it should not have happened. So I didn't come on here initially because, again, the news broke around Easter weekend. I did not come out initially and make a YouTube video, but I did make plenty of posts, and I did a live with some friends on my Instagram. So if you follow my Instagram, you've already seen my statements. But the reason why I haven't made a YouTube video on it is because, quite frankly, every time I talk about it, every time I think about it, I want to say some things that could get me banned off all social media platforms and probably jail time. So I chose to be quiet on YouTube because I just don't want all that smoke, because you know the world already love police and they stick up for police, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but yeah, Florida Fish and Wildlife, this is how I feel. This is how I always feel. Y'all don't do conservation, y'all do murders. Y'all don't care about the animals. As a matter of fact, Florida Fish and Wildlife, FWC, has killed more Florida manatees than anyone, putting pesticides and all kinds of chemicals in the water of Florida. And they kill so many snakes. And the fact that they can't tell a retic from a boa constrictor, they probably killed a lot of native Florida snakes because they too stupid to identify the right snakes. So yeah, FWC is just like PETA. They murder animals and pretend to be for the animals for conservation. Nah, no, no. And they blind people who aren't in the reptile community. They blind them to all this information. But guess what? If you follow USARK Florida and you follow USARK, you will get all that information, hands down. And there will be a meeting in Miami. In Miami, they're going to have a meeting in Miami, May 10th and 11th, and a bunch of reptile keepers are going to support USARK and USARK Florida. Now, I can't physically go, so I did my part, donated money and stuff, but if you live in Florida, if you are a Florida keeper, if you are a pet owner, and you can travel, go. Go and support. You ain't got to speak, but go and stand in solidarity and let them physically see us. Physically see people who own these animals, people who love these animals, people who care about these animals. They need to see the faces that they are attacking and that they are lying to. They need to see all these reptile owners and how big this community is. And they need to see that we're not taking no more bullshit. So that's my stance for those who only follow me on YouTube and don't follow me on other social medias. Guess what, FWC, this is a boa. In case you didn't know. In case your officers did not know. This is a boa constrictor. It's not a retic. It's not a Burmese. It's a boa. If you need help identifying, do your Googles. Googles is your best friend. Google is your best friend. You can figure out differences between a boa constrictor, a retic, and a Burmese. They are totally different snakes. Totally different snakes. And if you're too stupid to identify a snake, maybe you shouldn't work in animal conservation. Maybe you shouldn't work for FWC. Maybe you shouldn't be opposing laws against reptile keepers and reptile owners if you can't even identify what you deem illegal and invasive. And if you really cared about invasive species, handle those stray cats. Handle those stray cats that are out there. Or matter of fact, handle all the things that you guys released out in the wild. The plants, the invasive fish. FWC released some animals. They released some invasive species, but they want to attack the big snakes, the reptile owners. So I hate that I had to make this video, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents and my take, and also let y'all know that these animals are not the enemy. They are not dangerous. They are pets. Just like cats, just like dogs, just like fish, just like hamsters. They are pets. They are beloved pets. Morticia, I can't imagine my life without her. I can't imagine my life without Jimmy. I can't imagine my life without Crazy Hades. And y'all know that adventure on taming him down. But guess what? Morticia, I've had her since she was a little bitty snake. Size of an ink pen. She's been this chill, this calm, this loving, this confident since the beginning. I never had to tame her down. Same as Jimmy. a great disposition. These animals aren't evil. These animals aren't the devil. These animals aren't dangerous to the public. They're pets, and they should be respected and treated as such. But yeah, FWC, this is how I feel. All Florida keepers, and even people who are not in Florida who can and have the means and money and wills to travel, go be there May 10th, May 11th, and stand in solidarity. Get behind FWC, not FWC, get behind US Ark Florida. They will be there. They will have representatives. They will talk. And if they allow you to talk, be professional, be civil, be respectful, but state the facts. And don't let FWC run all over y'all. State the facts. And hold those monsters, those killers, those animal murderers, hold them accountable. And I hope that those particular idiot cops get fired, fined, and I wish arrested. But hey, they don't even get arrested when they kill humans, so probably not gonna happen. Anyways, that is it for this vlog. I am Prince Elias. This is Morticia. And guess what? In case you didn't know, this is a boa. Not a retic, not a burn. Peace.